Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Route 1 FM and this is my FM 24 Grassroots to Glory with Hornchurch FC. Now we start season 5 in a good position. After 7 games, this team lie 6th in the league. 7 games played, 4 wins, 1 draws, 2 losses so far. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification to let you know when a new episode of Grassroots Glory comes out. Also, don't forget I've got an FM24 retro save with the Mad Scientist database as well running alongside this save. But as we start season 5, we're looking to put season 4 behind us, which was a relegation battle. The question is, how well can we do? Let's go and see the results from the last episode. And the results are like this. Pre-season, we were unbeaten. That's a given. We were changing the team left, right and centre in order to get the right blend of players. We kicked off the season against Altrincham when Ador, our new signing, Brazilian English player from Man City, scored the opening goal of his account and the season. Next up was a 0-0 draw against Solihull Moors. And then after that, Gaz Bradley showed what he was worth at the club by scoring the only goal against Sutton. A couple of defeats there, both 1-0 against Woking and Gateshead, but I can take credit from those games because we didn't capitulate. We didn't concede lots of goals, which was what we were doing last season. Next up was Fife, and we come out with a 3-2 victory. Gavpo and a brace from Gaz Bradley. And then a trip to Jeff Stelling's Hartlepool, where Scales bagged himself 2 goals and Liam Nash got himself on the score sheet. Now we've got some few games which are going to be very important going into the midway point of the season and heading towards that Christmas period, but we need to get some reinforcements in. So let's head over to the transfer centre now just to see what kind of faces we have brought into the club. Now we have spent £36,500 and that was literally on one player, as you can see down there. He's come in and he's not done too bad. Oh, Brian Duncan. He's come in as a midfielder who can play on the right side, so he can cover Beckham as well. And he's already got 1 goal this season, and that was in the league. But he's not too bad. He's got potential of doing better. But at 23 years old, the world's his oyster. He's going to be good at his teamwork. His work rate is going to be good. So a Scottish player as well. So he's made the trip down south. He's been around some of the clubs. Hearts has been probably his most consistent in Hearts' second team. He did turn out for Rangers' youth team as well, but this guy's got something about him. Next in through the door was a central defender stroke deep line midfielder, Harrison Holgate. He looks decent. He is good for this level in the way of bravery, composure, dedication. His positioning is good. Acceleration ain't too bad, but he's a defender. He's strong, and that's what we wanted. Someone who was going to get his foot in, win that ball, and just give it to the creative players. He's been around as well. Last club was Barrow. He's been at Preston, Fleetwood, Altrincham. So he's got some good professional experience to bring for this team. So that's our second player in. We've still got 1 more. None other than current Hornchurch player, Henry Hearn. Yes, in real life, he's on loan at the club, but after he left Millwall, he joined Dagenham and Redbridge, impressed down there, and was let go, and we were able to pick him up on a freebie. That's really good. He's still young, 22, 23 years old, and he's got a world of potential. And with him, Gaz Bradley and Ben Beresford, they are my 3 strikers for the forthcoming season. And I know this guy can score goals. So, with that being said, let's now head into the action just to see how good this team can be now. Rochdale next up. Now, they're one of the favourites for the league, and they've come to strike early, but it's narrowly over the bar. They're dangerous, let's put it this way, they are dangerous. So I've had to set up the team with a more defensive structure, sitting deep, but still playing our balls around, into Scales, into Jenks, into Rio. Rio sets Beckham away. Beckham one touch, and he puts in the net. It is 1-0 to Hornchurch. David Beckham would have been proud of that one. His son Romeo ran straight through to bang it in the far corner as Scales comes close from the resulting free kick as well. Still 1-0. Duncan. Literally, Rochdale played it back in the defence, trying to play the ball out, but the keeper's gone long, but there's no one up there. So the ball's going to come straight back at them. Rio. Here it goes to Jenks. Jenks into Adore. Adore, he's in, and he's narrowly put it past the far post. The young Brazilian is doing wonders down that left-hand side, as Bradley then comes close with a header from a free kick. Into the second half action now, and Davis, who's been great at left-back, I will say, unsung hero there, whips in a corner, and there's Vance, he's made it 2-0. It's 2-0. Hornchurch lead 2-0. That is brilliant. If I didn't say it again, I'll say it now. It's still 2-0 to Hornchurch as Rio gets up to Beckham, who knocks it onto Nash. Nash to Adore. Adore. What can he do? He's got two men around him. Oh, Brazilian skill there to flick it across. Ball comes across and there's Nash. He's put it into the top corner. On the half volley as well. Liam Nash continues to score in every season that we have played. Another corner by Davis again. Once again, he's beaten at the near post. It's now 4-0 to Hornchurch. What a game this has been. And there you have it. Hornchurch 4, Rochdale 0. Scenes in this Hornchurch Stadium are amazing. First up is Altrincham, and we come to the game in good form. We've just got to look to carry on as Altrincham are trying to hit us early on the attack. They're playing it around midfield. It's gone back to the defenders, but this Preston Hornchurch team this season is becoming better and better by the minute, but the ball is still played long, but Duncan picks it up. Ball out to the right towards Beckham, who loses it, but gets back straight into the action to try and win it back. But Altrincham coming forward, they are ticky-tacky in football, knocking it around, and there's the unmarked man, and he's put it into the box, and they have scored. It's 1-0 to the away team. Not the start that Hornchurch wanted. The question is what can we do to get back into it? Now, early in the second half, Altrincham will come close from a near post corner, something that we've perfected over the seasons. But Foran, looking for options, plays it into Holgate. Back to Evans, and now Savage into Jenks. Jenks to Beckham. Beckham running forward. Beckham's been a revelation, but this man is Bradley, and what a left foot finish that is. That's why he's wearing the number 9 shirt. Gaz Bradley puts it into the net with a striker's finish in a way. From the corner there's a little flick, and Bradley's got a second. I told you we are good at these near post corners, and Bradley gets a little flick on there to direct it to the other side of the net. And again, from the corner, it's gone in by Duncan again. And there it is. Bradley's got a third. He's this time a powering header to the near post. That's 3 goals in 3 shots for him. He's becoming the league's most prolific scorer at the minute with games like that. But Jenks into the right wing, out to Adore. Duncan, what could he do? Duncan, Oh, what a finish by him. That's his first goal of the season. That's Hornchurch 4, Altrincham 1. Things are looking good. What a turnaround this is. Man management of my players have really done well here. They're looking for ways out. Here comes Peaks, who's found himself getting back into the team again, but Adore into Duncan. What can he do? Jenks with a shot. Oh, Jenks nearly put one in to make it 5-1. Resultant corner now. Peaks, left-footed in swinger. It's come in and it's cleared out by Altrincham, and that is your final result. Hornchurch 4, Altrincham 1. And there you have it. What a couple of games that was. We're going to head off to the results now. We're looking from November when we see a game against Morecambe, which we won 1-0. Beckham scoring that. Yeovil, Harry Hearn and Rio getting the goals there. Ben Bradford then got his goal against Scarborough before a 3-3 draw against Eastleigh. Bradley, Beckham and Hearn all getting on the score sheet. After that, a 0-0 draw against Fife, but against probably champions-elect, as they wanted at the start of the season, we lost 4-2 against Bradford. Bradley and Adore getting on the score sheet. Then, December, Western-super-Mare, penalty by Ben Beresford got us the draw, but went through on penalties in the FA Trophy. Fife next up in the FA Cup second round. Ben Beresford then carried on his form by getting the only goal of the game. Leyton Orient ended up in a 2-2 draw. Solihull Moors ended up 0-0. Altrincham, you've just seen it, 4-1 there. Bradley getting a hat-trick and Duncan. Sutton as well, Gaz Bradley, and getting a brace there, shall I say, against Sutton. And then finishing up in December against Woking, Ben Beresford and Forland getting a 2-1 victory there. That sets us up ready for possibly a really good January. We don't know. We've got FA Cup action against Southend ahead of us. We've got Eastleigh in the FA Trophy, as well as other games in the league, especially against some high flyers like Hartlepool, Rochdale again, Gateshead. So a lot more to come. Where does that put us in the league? Well, that puts us third in the league after 27 games, which is a complete turnaround from last season where we were facing a relegation battle. Five's at the top, then with Scunthorpe, then Hornchurch, Halifax, Woking, Aldershot and Sutton. But league favourites Bradford City lie there in 10th. Other big names, Rochdale there at 13th, Leyton Orient down in 15th. There is Yeovil. That's a big team in this league. They're literally 23rd out of 24. So it's anyone's game at the minute. But with 52 points and the league leaders Fife are on 55, we are still within touch and distance going into the new year. Now, as you can also see just over my shoulder, Gaz Bradley is the league's top goal scorer. Told you he's good, and he's only going to get better with age. He has been an absolute find to get this season. And he's also high up there in the average ratings and player of the match awards as well. So he is going to be one for the season. Guys, thank you for joining me on this episode. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and possibly hit that button down below which says subscribe. No matter what you call it, football, soccer, football, just remember, we all love the game, and I'll see you next time.